Greetings, beautiful soul tribe. I am here today to go over an interesting topic that was brought to my attention today, and I wanted to see how many people are really going through this as well. I had somebody talk to me about toxic energies that are trying to feed off of her light. For example, it's just she's vibrating at this high vibration, living her life and doing very well. And she has somebody in her life that tries to trigger her in a response in like whatever it may be. So we have to really discuss what this behavior is. It's beyond narcissists, because narcissists like to feed off of energy just like as energy vampires do. Um, if they can't get, they want to get a negative response. They feed off the dark, not the light. So in this case, I'm about to sneeze. In this case, this person, she's young. She vibrates really high. She's free, young, wild, and just finding her mission, her path. And it seems like she has a lot of obstacles that try to get in her way of her light. And she does the work. She journals. She's been protecting her energy and her space. But how much protection does one need, is the first question. And the second question is like, when you feel so comfortable and confident in a relationship to let your guard down and not continuously protect your energy, it's can lead to an opening of discomfort and opening of, you know, old shit coming back into your life. And if it does come back into your life, it needs to be healed, remedied, medicined. So in this case, she was telling me about just negative comments that are going to her, it's getting sent to her um, in this relationship, and she's she was crying because she's like, why? All she does is send love. I'm like, for one, you are sad because people are sending you shitty messages. Stop right there, hold your tears, and let's really dissect this. This is what we need to do, people. This is what we need to do whenever we get triggered by an emotion from somebody else. We know that when somebody tries to inflict some sort of sadness, toxic energy, emotion, anything low vibration, it is not of the light. And we know that we are a will at will. What would this is Earth, we have free will. So we do not consent, for one. I did not consent to these messages. You don't even have to open the messages to read them. So what happens is, what someone does is they send this energy, this frequency, good or bad, whatever it may be, there's polarity, to this person. And this person's beaming love and light. This person's in the dark, negativity, a lot of bullshit's probably going on in their life that they don't see as their own, that they want to target somebody that they can get a response or an emotion so they feel better. This is a sign of a narcissist as well. And they want to blame other people, sign of a victim. Lots of different emotions that are going on here. They want to, this is why I don't have, this is why I don't, this is why I can't do, this is why I don't like you, this is why, it's always, you're the reason. This person's the reason why they're in this victim mode. This person's the reason why their life is shit. This person is just living their life as all of us is, and there's so many of us, but this person wants to target anybody that can get a response. And the best way for them to feel better is to go after one of the light workers who are just young, wild, free, and don't give a shit. And like, I don't consent to your negative, toxic shit. Block, clear, alt, delete, deal with your own stuff. So when it's a relationship, it's a little bit more difficult. And even if it's family members, family members, a relationship, a boss, employee relationship, it's very sometimes the toxic energy is secretive, but you could, the light can feel it. um, anyway, where was I? I should really write this down. But so they want to feed. They're energy vampires. They're little maggots. They want to feed on the light, and the energies are so intense these days that even just a little bit of a bite, or receiving a little bit of light from somebody that's just sucking instead of doing the work, that's going to feed them, and it's a big thing, and it's going to take a lot from the light worker to what is it, to like not really take a lot to regenerate, or just the emotion is going to trigger them. It's triggering us all, like any type of triggers in this time. It's really hitting hard because it's bringing up to the surface what we need to see so we could heal and clear it out so that we could continue our path. And movement is happening so quick that it's a slap in the face left and right. Skip a day, all's well, and smoothing is running smooth, and then boom, something else, right? We are warriors. We are meant to deal with these types of people. So hold on one second, because I lit an incense and I started feeling all kinds of flushed emotions that were coming out. So I had to pause the video, but here I am again. So anyway, wherever I was in explaining these emotions of these people, these energies that try to take from the light, do not consent. So you have light workers, people that are doing their work, people that um, are continuously pillaring up and healing their own. We all have our own shit that we're healing, um, different levels, but we're all doing it together. And then you get this vampire narcissist, and the group of people, they linger. Your vibe attracts your tribe, believe it or not. So if you're sitting in a room, unless you can't help it because of your family members, but if you're sitting in a room and these are your friends that you choose to be around by choice, and they're narcissists, and you see each one of them, you call their shit out on every single one of them, know this: you are exactly a piece of that, because your surroundings are who you are, reminders of what you are, what you're healing, where you've been. So have um, compassion for others. But anyway, so you get this narcissist, whatever vampire, wanting to penetrate any type of energy or any feedback from the light. So if you respond, you then make a connection. You make a connection where the frequency is now not separated, it's now one. So this person's feeling all good. Oh, there's a response. Yeah, this one's feeling shitty, tired, so many different mixed emotions. So what happens? You're already there. You responded because you had to, or you thought you had to. What do you do now? You're feeling like shit, right? Feeling low vibration. I've been there. I know this. Like, you're like, how do I clear this? This person's like, yeah, I got the last word. They're in ego. They're in ego, feeling high and good for a little bit, but you only fed them for a little bit. This energy's got to go. This energy do not consent to. But what do you do now? You clear your energy, you clear your space, you do not consent. You let go, you cut your cords, you remove the cords, you cut them, whatever. You ground your energy, literally. Breathe slowly, because you're feeling all kinds of emotion. You now, this person just threw the ball to you and you caught it when you responded. This person's feeling light because it took some of your light, or didn't take, you mingled, and you now have the weight. So even though this wasn't yours to begin with, it is now because it's in your field, right? So this person's got to go. delete them. They have their own shit. They're mirroring themselves when they're talking to you. And know that. So whenever you have to deal with family members, boyfriends, bosses, and they're degrading you, do not consent. You are their mirror, and this is what they're seeing in themselves. And if they don't see it in themselves, this is what they feel about themselves, or this is how they're gonna see it. They will see themselves. So you send back love and light and healing. But I do not consent to that emotion, that energy that's trying to target you, trying to blast you with their bullshit. No. So what do you do with all this bullshit that you have in your hand already because you shook hands to just say, leave me alone, even if it's that, leave me alone. Why are you acting this way? What the hell's wrong with you? That just still got the ball over response. Then this person's going to want to send you so much more because they received the response. Do not respond. But back to here. When you do, you have this in your hands, you want to let it go because this isn't yours and it's heavy. It's dark. Not mine to hold, not mine to keep, not mine to carry. Be gone. Ground your energy. Literally feel anchors on your feet. I'm learning different techniques regularly, what works for me. Sometimes I need quick grounding. And as much as I ground my energy and I do all the meditations and all the stuff, sometimes it's my mind is so unfocused. Yeah, it is that I'm like weights on my feet going all the way down to earth. And then not spikes, but little hugs, arms hugging, holding on to Gaia. Love, please help me. Please remove this negative energy, this negativity, this low vibration, this low frequency, this density. Please remove this and transmute it into positive healing energy with love. Feel the love that you will receive. And this is a thing. Get outside, be barefooted, get outside, walk around. Yeah, go close to trees. That's a thing too, but I like to ground my energy and I release it. And it takes me sometimes people's energy, family members, old friends, just like whatever, like their energy can be, or if you go into a group and there's just um, so much energy that is dense, that has to be cleared out. So remember, we're portals. So we don't even have to do anything we're not even, we can protect our energy and our space as much as we can with our oils, our crystals, and all that. But we're still the pillar of light. We're still the channel. We are still the portal, so we still feel the collective and are in addition to our own stuff. So we have to continuously ground. Anywho, that was my recommendation. Let it go. And if you need to talk about how you're feeling, the stress, the exchange of energy that was thrown at you and you caught, be careful how long you allow yourself to talk about that, because when you're talking about it, you're feeding it. You're feeding this energy for this little maggot over here, even though you're not talking to them. So so you want to let this shit go as soon as possible, ASAP. Let it go. So ground your energy, breathe, dance, move around, crack and pop. Like when I'm cracking and popping, sometimes I'm just sitting here, boom, boom, boom. It's like so much, letting it go. So when you're cracking and popping, you're moving all around, bring in the light, bring in the love. You're unstoppable. People are going to want to trigger you because you're so powerful and you bring so much light. And we do bring so much light because once upon a time ago, we were dark. We had to learn to find our light, our own inner light. And there's still some people out there just trying to take other people's and not trying to find their own light. Those are the victims. We stay away from those. Our energy is too powerful. Our energy is too precious to dwell here instead of thrive like we continuously do. So this message is for somebody, whoever's going through these times. I'm still clearing out a lot of my throat chakra. I've been like spitting up stuff. So if you're getting your upgrades and you're clearing, you probably have a lot of like gross mucus and stuff flushing through. I was working on my throat chakra this morning when I woke up, because I felt such like, I don't know, guys. It was just like so much like, if I could see it, it's kind of slimy. I know it sounds gross, right? But that's the only way to explain it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling this out. And when see, and when I'm doing that, this is how we know. Remember, energy, pretend like energy is like the wind. We can't see it, but we feel it, right? So when we feel like our throats doing some weird shit and the phlegm and we're raspy and stuff, we pull that energy out. hmm hmm and spit it out. Let it go. You're removing blockages. And even like with your heart, sometimes you may feel heavy in your heart. I don't like somebody's sitting on your chest. Pluck it out. You can do this, guys. You guys are healers. You have healing hands. We all do. Let it go. Just try it and feel it. Even your back hurts. Put your hands on your back. Do what I showed you. Keep those hands up and put them on your back and breathe. Yeah, it works. And sometimes you might, if you get like a little bit of like what is that? A twitch? What, like a sting? What are those? You just grab it and pull it out. Grab it and pull it out. Ha! It's a thing. I want you guys to try it. And you may look weird, but look, we are learning together. I know this works. I know it does. I was that weird person that was doing this stuff in the store. People are like, what kind of exercise perverted lady is she? And I'm like, what kind of dance is that? Because my heart, the first thing that we're really working on when we're healing is our heart. And I was doing that a lot, a lot. After my heart, after I cleared all that brokenness and brought in more remembrance, I started working on my throat to connect. Yep. And it was up here. Then this was activated. My head's tingling, and then I started clearing, and it's just this path, this journey's been so powerful, so emotional, and I'm still going through it with you guys. And we do have our ups and downs. No matter what stage of healing you are at, you are going through it too. So if any of the other videos may resonate with you from before time, they're timeless. So and they're frequency based. So if you just scroll through the playlist, of activations, and that one calls to you, it calls to you. It's amazing how this works with intention. Yep. Anyway, if you would like to book a private session, do some one-on-one training, learning, or even do a group healing, get a hold of me and Sharam. We are open. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel. Let's do this. It's time. It's time to heal. Starts today.